Good morning and welcome you all to this session of solving problem on steam nozzle. Eighth problem. Calculate the throat and exit diameters of a convergent divergent nozzle which will discharge 820 kg of steam per hour from a pressure of 8 bar superheated to 250 degrees centigrade into a chamber having a pressure of 1.5 bar. The friction loss in the divergent part of the nozzle may be taken as 0.15 of the total enthalpy drop. So here the throat diameter is given in the problem. So we have to consider a convergent divergent nozzle. So we know in the convergent part of the nozzle area decreases and in the divergent part the area increases uniformly. Here the area is minimum, that section is known as throat section. Now we are going to write the given data. So at the inlet of the nozzle the pressure of 8 bar and superheated to 250 degrees centigrade. So the pressure at the inlet section P1 equal to 8 bar and temperature T1 equal to 250 degrees centigrade. And at the exit the pressure is 1.5 bar. So P2 equal to 1.5 bar. The nozzle discharges 820 kg of steam per hour from a pressure of 8 bar. So it discharges 820 kg of steam per hour. So mass of steam m dot equal to 820 kg per hour. So you have to convert to kilogram per second by dividing 3600. The friction loss in the divergent part of the nozzle may be taken as 0.15 of the total enthalpy drop. So the enthalpy drop takes place at the divergent part of the nozzle. So and the efficiency of the divergent part of the nozzle is 0.85 or 85%. Now we have to find out the throat diameter dt and the exit diameter d2. Now we have to write the formula for solving this problem. Mass flow rate m dot equal to AT Ct divided by Vt, which is equal to A2 C2 divided by V2. We have to find out the area. So the mass flow rate is given in the problem. If we find out Ct and Vt value, then we can easily find out area of throat section. So similarly, we have to know the value of C2 and V2, then we can find out A2. Cross-sectional area of the nozzle exit A2 equal to pi by 4 into D2 square. Cross-sectional area of throat AT equal to pi by 4 into dt square. So here we have to find out d2 and dt values. Now velocity of steam at throat section Ct equal to square root of 2000 into h1 minus ht. Velocity of steam at the exit of the nozzle C2 equal to square root of 2000 into h1 minus ht plus h1 minus h2 into eta d. So the loss is in the divergent part only. So we have separated the enthalpy drop in the convergent part here, and this is the divergent part, that is multiplied by the efficiency of divergent part of the nozzle. Now we can solve this problem using Mollier chart. In the problem they have given the pressure P1 equal to 8 bar and temperature T1 equal to 250 degrees centigrade and is in superheated condition. So before solving this, we have to check whether the steam is in superheated condition or not by using Mollier diagram. So we know in the Mollier diagram, the region above this saturation curve is superheated region and the region below this region is wet region. So if the point lies above the saturation curve, then the steam is in superheated condition. Okay. So first we have to mark the point corresponding to a pressure of 8 bar and temperature of 250 degrees centigrade. See, this is the 8 bar pressure line and this one is 250 degrees centigrade temperature line. So both lines are intersecting at this point. So now this point is above the saturation curve. So the steam is in superheated condition. Now we have to find out the throat pressure. So for calculating the throat pressure, we have to use the critical pressure ratio equation. Pt divided by P1 equal to 2 by n plus 1 the whole power n by n minus 1. We know the steam is in superheated condition, therefore the value of n equal to 1.3. Now substituting the value of n equal to 1.3 in critical pressure ratio equation, we get Pt by P1 equal to 0.546. So from this cross multiply Pt equal to 0.546 into P1. The value of P1 is given in the problem, which is 8 bar. Substitute that 8 bar in this equation, we get the throat pressure equal to 4.37 bar. Now we have to find out the specific enthalpy and specific volume values at the inlet, exit and throat section. So for calculating these values, you have to use this Molière diagram. At state 1, the pressure P1 equal to 8 bar and temperature T1 equal to 250 degrees centigrade. See here, this is the 8 bar pressure line. 8 bar pressure line and temperature 250 degrees centigrade. So both are intersecting at this point. So mark this point as 1. So from 1, draw a line towards y-axis. From the y-axis, you have to measure the corresponding specific enthalpy. That value is H1, which is 2935 kilojoule per kilogram. Now, we know the process takes place in a nozzle is isentropic. Therefore, from point 1, we have to draw a vertical line downwards. That is constant entropy line. Now, at state 2, the pressure P2 is given as 1.5 bar. So, this is the 1.5 bar pressure line. So, this 1.5 bar and the vertical line are intersecting at this point. So, this point is 2. Now, from point 2, draw a horizontal line towards y-axis. From the y-axis, we have to measure the H2 value, which is 2610 kilojoule per kilogram. Now, measure the corresponding specific enthalpy values at the point 2. So, that value is 1.2 meter cube per kilogram. Now, already we have calculated Pt equal to 4.3 bar. Now, we have to draw a 4.3 bar pressure line, which is intersecting on the constant entropy line at the point T. Now, from point T also we have to draw a line towards y-axis, measure the corresponding enthalpy Ht equal to 2810 kilojoule per kilogram. Now, we have to measure the corresponding specific volume value Vt equal to 0.45 meter cube per kilogram. So we know this dotted line represents specific volume line. Now we have to substitute the values obtained from the Molière diagram in this velocity equation. So the value of H1 is 2935 kilojoule per kilogram and Ht equal to 2810 kilojoule per kilogram. So substitute these values in Ct equation, square root of 2000 into H1 minus Ht. So now we get Ct equal to 500 meters per second. So velocity of steam at the throat section of the nozzle Ct equal to 500 meters per second. Now we have to find out the velocity of steam at the exit. C2 equal to square root of 2000 into H1 minus Ht plus Ht minus H2 into eta d. So here in the convergent part there is no loss, and the divergent part only the loss is there. So we have to multiply the efficiency of the divergent part of the nozzle with the divergent enthalpy drop. Now substituting the values of H2 equal to 2610 kilojoule per kilogram, and the efficiency of nozzle at the divergent part is 0.85 in this equation. So we get C2 equal to 768.11 meters per second. Now we know mass flow rate m dot equal to ATCT divided by Vt. So mass flow rate is given in the problem, which is 0.2277 kilogram per second. Ct value we have calculated, which is 500 meters per second, and Vt value we have obtained from the molar diagram, which is 0.45 meter cube per kilogram. Now substituting these three values in the mass flow rate equation, so we get the unknown value At. At equal to 2.0493 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Now we know the formula for cross-sectional area of throat At equal to pi by 4 into dt square. Substituting the value of At in this equation, we get dt equal to 0.01615 meters. Our answer is dt equal to 16.15 millimeter. So diameter of throat is 16.15 millimeter. Now again mass flow rate m dot equal to A2 C2 by V2. So mass flow rate is given in the problem. C2 value we have calculated from the equation, which is 768.11 meters per second, and specific volume V2 we have obtained from the molar diagram. Now substitute these three values in the mass flow rate equation. So here the only unknown is A2. So we can find out the value of A2 equal to 3.557 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Now we know A2 equal to pi by 4 into d2 square. Substitute the value of A2 here. So we can find out the value of d2, which is 0.02128 meters. Now our answer is diameter of the nozzle at the exit d2 equal to 21.28 millimeter. Thank you.